Welcome back to Fast Market here on the network. I'm Tom White, joined by my co-host Kevin Hinks, but let's bring in our next guest for a cash tag segment. That's Andy Swan, the co-founder of LikeFolio. Welcome back to the show, Andy.
Hey, thank you for having me.
All right, so we're talking more retail. Yesterday we hit Five Below. Today we're hitting Dollar General. What scares me about this stock, Andy, going into earnings, is the shares are up on the year, right? It's had a good year. People are trading down. Consumers are trading down to what they're buying. But we saw a steep sell-off in Dollar Tree. Are you seeing positive sentiment here as far as your data goes for Dollar General ahead of earnings?
Yeah, you really nailed kind of the tough call that it is Dollar General here. Overall, I think Dollar General is doing fine, certainly better than Dollar Tree. I don't think that comparison is holding up very well. Dollar Tree reduced its outlook last quarter. Dollar General put up a good quarter. I think, overall, Dollar General is outperforming Dollar Tree, and we expect that to continue at the consumer level. It certainly happened at the stock level. And the stock where it's at today makes me cautious going into earnings. I think it's we've built in the good news that is Dollar General. But from a long-term perspective, I think Dollar General is doing a lot of things very right. It's the groceries that are really, fueling the fire for this company, unlike Dollar Tree, which kind of has a little bit more of that, kind of less essential items. Dollar General's good, but done a good job of bringing consumers into the store on a frequent basis to get their groceries, which is really helping at this point in time. Like, as you said, people are trading down. And so we think groceries doing well for Dollar General. We think that's pretty much priced into the stock. From a current quarter perspective, we do see Dollar General is probably outperforming expectations slightly. So we don't see any real reason why the company would veer off path from its guidance going forward. We think this is going to be a little bit of a cool quarter, probably right in line with expectations, but really not able to say anything great going into the future. So we think risk, just because of where the stock is and how it's performed, we think the risk is probably a little bit to the downside, but nothing that we're pounding the table on.
Andy, I thought their CEO gave a great statement, and he said, "We do well in good times and fabulous in bad times." They really play up that they are a location that people go to when the economy slows, right? Low price staples is what they talk about. And I think what people don't realize, Andy, I'm sure you do, this company is massive. They've got, as of July, 18,560 stores. Think about this now. Yeah. In the U.S., now that's U.S. based. Starbucks has 15,800. McDonald's has 13,300. So in the U.S., they're bigger than both of those. We always bring up McDonald's and Starbucks when we talk about scale. Right. Dollar General has scale in the U.S. right. Comparable and better than those. But Andy, the question is, this company's been around since 1939. They've got a massive amount of stores. Is it right to compare them to a Five Below that is just getting started and growing like a weed? This is a company that's been around for a long time, and if this market is about to get weak, if this economy is about to get weak, that's why this stock is hanging in there. Yeah. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think the CEO's, very smartly playing up their defensive position in the economy. And, as a defensive part of portfolios, which is growing, I think he's doing a good job, making that case. The stores are everywhere. I see Dollar Generals now where I never thought I would have seen them. They're really putting them everywhere. And I think that the grocery investment that they made is really starting to pay off. So I like the company. I like its history. I like its history of execution. I do agree with you. It's really not fair to compare it to a Five Below, because Five Below, is much more into selling you trinkets and things that you don't need. That they are good at getting cheap and selling at high margin, whereas Dollar General is much more focused on those low price essentials like you talked about. So, they're two different companies, two different animals, but the Dollar Tree to Dollar General comparison, I do think has been apt in the past, and I do think Dollar General has done a good job of separating itself and winning that battle with Dollar Tree. So I expect them to continue to outperform Dollar Tree in 2023.
Andy, and I kind of wanted to hit on that topic because I didn't realize how big their grocery side of their business was for these stores. And we heard from Walmart, we heard from Target. Those were the areas or segments that were doing really well going into earnings or this past quarter because people are trading down. A lot of Dollar General stores are in grocery store desert islands, right? They're the only option for a lot of people in those areas. Is this the one spot, as far as grocery demand goes, that could be the bright spot that leads the stock higher, according to your data?
Yeah, I think it will be. I think that's where the growth is. It's going to be a growth not just in traffic, which is what LikeFolio measures, but also dollars. Just because everything is more expensive. Food costs are up considerably. It's top of mind for consumers. So any way that they can save money, they do so. And if while in the store they happen upon a few of the other higher margin items that Dollar General offers, that's just icing on the cake for this company. So I think the strategy is working really well, especially like the CEO said, in tough times.
Yep, and it's definitely getting tougher. Do you guys have an earnings score on this one? I know you said that you're relatively neutral on it.
Yeah, if anything, I think there's a little bit more risk to the downside than opportunity to the upside. Really just a function of how the stock has performed over the past year. We think the defensive play nature of this is already pretty much priced into the stock.
Yeah, and Dollar Tree's earnings were actually pretty good, and that stock sold off after earnings for some reason. All right, Andy, great stuff as always. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, that's Andy Swan, co-founder of LikeFolio, helping us break down. Yeah, you're in a